moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the run, it's Davidson. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
The Tigers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the backhand, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the change. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? 1st down.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
South Carolina.
First play of the period, 1st down here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a right to grab.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Got the back over the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Rich. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you can see the aggressive nature by this defense on these last 2 plays. They get a sack, and then on the slant from the pocket. Tremendous job of anticipation by the defender, bearing down on the intended target, and it's the hit that forces the incompletion. They are playing so physical right now on the defensive side of the ball.
And the try is no good after the missed field goal, still down by 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davidson. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
There's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Davidson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Give to the running back. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Ash. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Back swinging for the goal line. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Defender got caught, a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Buying some time. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Still running at the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
Let's go, let's go.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
In the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Bennett. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Really nice play there catching the pass, and I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running to the left. Runs through the tackle.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. It's him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
On the option. Quick toss. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option. The quarterback, they've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these 2 teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
22 water. 22 water.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get in the corner. Makes a man miss. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they're able to get him on the ground.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays. But when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game. And what a great job bringing the wood.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it away at the 37. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this thing in a hammer hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the pitch. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
4th down. Coming up.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And they'll take a knee. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. A lot of ground to cover here on 4th down. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.